Hop to it, $18.99. The Easter buckets still in front of Dunkin' Donuts. Welcome to today's video as of recording of this Thursday, May the 8th, 2025. It's a hot coffee. Pre-orders started at Nintendo Direct only if you got an invite. I did not get an invite. I did not have the criteria. If I was going to pre-order from Nintendo Direct, I wanted to get the GameCube controller. I'm going to have to wait until the 13th. Between now and the 12th, it's all about getting invites. Ooh, this coffee's kind of burnt. I don't know, maybe it's my taste buds. Today is the National Day of Coca-Cola. I thought about getting a medium coffee and then kind of washing it down with a Coke. We'll see. Might have to get a Coke. Might have to get a Coca-Cola today. This day in history, Coke was created. Also, huge sale on the Nintendo OLED, the Switch OLED. We're talking so much Switch 2, big sale on the OLED, and Target is paying us to shop. So let's hop to it. And the coffee's not it's not burnt. It just, you know, that first big gulp, the hot coffee, just kind of had a little bit of a, I don't know, a burnt aftertaste. I'm not tasting it now. I think we're good. National Have a Coke Day, May 8th. Each day on May 8th, millions of people across the country celebrate National Have a Coke Day. So, okay, hashtag National Have a Coke Day. We're gonna have to, we'll have to get a Coke. It was first introduced May 8th, 1886. Pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia. Coke is huge in Atlanta. You won't even find, I remember my mom telling me this when I was a kid, you won't even find Pepsi in Atlanta. Just through that timeline here, 1886 goes on sale. 1891 bottling of Coca-Cola begins. 1894 the first outdoor wall advertisement. 1914 Atlanta's Fleeman's Pharmacy opens its doors. The longest running commercial Coca-Cola soda fountain anywhere became a historic landmark of Atlanta and Coca-Cola. 1944 the Coca-Cola Company manufactures its 1 billionth gallon of Coca-Cola syrup on July 12th. 1955, Marty went back in time to Hill Valley. Also, today is the release day for Black Belt Deluxe from AtGames, so we will definitely check this out in a little bit. I forgot to, there's always so much happening that I go, what did I leave out this time? I left out Black Belt Deluxe. We're gonna play some AtGames Pinball in just a little bit. Okay, so I wanted to stop in at GameStop really quick. Look, so they have the Dr. Fate. So if you remember, we saw a little balancing act here. I wasn't sure if they kind of showed that wave. So there is Dr. Fate, Two-Face, and I think maybe Superman? I'm trying to think. There was a third. Offhand, I can't think of who that was. So Target had this. You remember that Justice League of America. I'm sure Two-Face is still over there, but these are starting to surface also. Look at kind of a wild, look at Western World Batman, some McFarlane, always more and more McFarlane coming out. What's this? Is this a new Batman? The New Adventures of Batman? Not gonna get into this one because I've already dove so far into Batman the Animated Series, but yeah, this is brand new too. I do have my $5 reward, and I thought that, you know, if I come across something, I'll pick it up. Ooh, look at this. So I just saw something about Nightcrawler, the original. Is that a Juggernaut collectible? No. No, who are they? Who's the build here? Oh, so this is the same wave. I didn't know Nightcrawler. Never really noticed that. So yeah, first time seeing Nightcrawler. Kind of gave it away. That is Dr. Doom putting the Avengers and X-Men against each other in Avengers Doomsday. This is going to be exciting. Captain America. So yeah, we have some of these. Still on the fence about picking up Wolverine. But if I come across something right, I will use my $5 reward. Dr. Fate, it's close. Wonder if Harv is still over at Target. Is this a platinum label? And some more advertising here at GameStop on the Switch 2. They haven't done anything differently yet. So the downsize was gonna come. The sun's really shining in here. This time of day, downsize was gonna kind of show up over here by the Xbox, but there is a huge sale on the Switch OLED, and this is the same OLED that I bought back in November for $274. It is $280 right now, currently at Walmart. So I mean, if you're not interested in dropping $449, $499 plus everything else on the Switch 2, you don't have the Switch, you want the OLED, $279 at Walmart. It's a hefty $70 discount, 20% off. 64 gig from the original 32 gig, and I did look to see if it was still there before I came here, and look at $278. You can get it from Walmart right now. This was on sale at another site. I just cannot think offhand which one that was, but it's just a matter of time before all Switch start to drop the closer we get to the Switch 2. But if you're looking for it, stop over at Walmart before they're sold out. Just a reminder, end of the month, we'll be there before you know it, May the 8th now. On the 30th, Power Rangers Rita's Rewind will be officially available physical media. Amazon does have that bundle to get a bunch of other goodies, but I might just come here, pick up the actual game, and just trying to kind of downsize to bring in more stuff. As much as, you know, I'd like to see what's all involved in the I think the Deluxe edition. I'm just gonna probably just stick with the game. Now, I did head over to Nintendo before I came over to GameStop to see if I could snag the GameCube controller, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to wait until the 13th. I never got an invite. I don't know if that's the same criteria on pre-ordering the Switch 2, having, you know, 50 plus hours of play, and then being online for at least 12 months. I'm not either one of them, so I couldn't pre-order, and I probably can't get the controller until as early as the 13th. So definitely gonna go back. So what is that, after the weekend? See if I can pick it up. Might stop at another GameStop over the weekend to see if I can snag something. I do want to use that $5 reward. I don't want to forget about it. Before you know it, it will be, gosh, it will be June. I mean, is that crazy just to say out loud? The Dr. Doom mask was still here. I didn't even want to ask him how much it was. I'm tempted to just kind of like look it up on my phone. I want to say it's $100. I told the guys, I go, I can't do it right now. As much as I want to pick up Dr. Doom, I don't know. I gotta kind of chill on some of this stuff. Actually, you know what's a good idea is if I just wait until the 30th, go back to GameStop and just buy Power Rangers Readers Rewind and just take the $5 off. I think it was $34.99 to pick that up. So take $5 off instead of just kind of like pressuring myself to pick up another action figure that I don't need. Yeah, I'll just get a game. Say hello to Super Fox, and I'll show you what Target is offering. Now, we all get different deals on the Circle app, but since I just got one, I think it was today, might have been yesterday, I have 20 days to take advantage of this, so check out your Circle app. Had to have been today, because yesterday I had 2 rewards, today I have 5, and I've been checking this thing. Usually this happens on Sundays. Today's Thursday, so if I shop 4 times with at least spending $50 on purchases, I'll get 20 bucks. So that's just pretty reasonable. Usually it's, you know, it's spend like 100 or 120, 50 times each time. I'm gonna spend 50 now, pick up some things, and get closer to that 20. I have 20 days to activate that bonus. I always forget to activate. Have all the Cokes have. We'll get Cooper. It's my uncle's name. So yeah, we'll get Cooper today. I need a Coke. That coffee, I just left my cart right in everybody's way. That coffee is pretty bad. It is pretty burnt. So not sure if I'm gonna finish it. So we're getting a Coke today. What goes better than a sale on the OLED and a Coke? National Coke Day. Have a Coke, especially if your coffee's burnt. So yeah, we'll be consuming this when we head out of Target. They might not be restocking here. Some of the Super Friends are showing up. They were here the last time we were here, like Sinestro is newer than Lex, because Lex was here, then Sinestro's just kind of hanging out. Two-Face has been sitting here. I don't think we're gonna see another Dr. Fate over here. So I wish if it was $13.39, I would get it. Putting it towards something like, you know, spending $50, you can kind of justify it. But again, do I need it? I'm gonna actually just get like grocery type things. I'm already, look, something like this, honestly, you know, it's cold, you're paying more for it than versus just, you know, getting like the 16.9 ounce bottles, so the 6-pack. But because of the circumstances, I'm splurging on this. I'm not gonna do it, guys. I'm not gonna buy an action figure tonight, but we will take a look at what they have. Still holding strong with Professor X. So something like this, now that this is completely on my radar, and there's, you know, a ton of them here, if this does get marked down, that's something that I would just pick up just because. You know, just grab it. There was a sale on those. I think that's over with. I think it was $5.99 on Superpowers. Might have been till like what, May 6th? They didn't sell out. Now they're back at full price. Oh my gosh. Jason Momoa action figure. You know, if you went back in time when he was on Baywatch, if you never knew Jason Momoa was on Baywatch Hawaii 2 seasons, would he have ever guessed? Not only would he be Aquaman, Lobo, but he was in the Minecraft movie, and he'd have action figures. I don't know who this kid is. That's crazy. All right, 1 down, 3 to go. Yeah, just got a little bit. Spent about 71. Just a couple extra things, just to be safe. But stuff I would have normally got if I was grocery shopping. National Have a Coke Day. My mom absolutely loves Coke. She always has Coke. So if I go to my parents' house, I'll always drink Coke. I don't drink as much soda like I used to. And if I do, it's Mountain Dew. I always have Mountain Dew at home on reserve for doing like game nights, Saturday nights. But yeah, the Coke is good. That coffee, man, is that burnt. You know when you slam Coke or Pepsi, like it gets caught like right here. Terrible. And maybe that's why I drink so much Mountain Dew, so you could just like slam a Mountain Dew, but you couldn't do that with like a Sprite or a Coke or a Pepsi. Sometimes you can get away with it, but definitely not Sprite. There's so much carbonation in Sprite. But the coffee, huge miss for tonight. We're gonna go home, download Black Belt Deluxe. It's a $7 pack for the ALP. It's $6 for the HD. I did get that pack from AtGames for the purpose of review. Got that out of the way. We'll go home. Let's check it out. Let's play some ALP. All right, we are set to go. Here is a shot of the back glass. I love it. Look at that. Look at everything changing right there. This is what's happening here. Magic Pixel presents Black Belt Deluxe.
Prove yourself.
Ooh, look at this. Kind of the Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee. If you're a fan of any of those Bruce Lee movies, any ninja, heck, the Karate Kid. You know, you grew up in the 80s and the 90s. This is gonna just be a nostalgia grabber. And I think that's, you know, when I saw this, usually I don't really check these out, but looking at the email, we checked this out a couple of days ago. And just for a second, look at the sword right here. Just watching it, just had that vibe. So really liking what I see here. A lot of space up top, but the music, the senseis over here. We got a couple of flippers right here. Then on the bottom. Let's give this a shot. The last 2 pinball packs we got from AtGames, one was a Williams and one was Zachariah, were awesome, and you know, they kind of got me off guard. Pretty cool. We'll see how this does. You got the flipper right there. Okay, so look at 5 flippers. I didn't even see that bottom one. So there's a bottom right there, then the 2 above it, and then the 2 on the bottom.
Every hit counts.
With the Sai right there. This is cool. Oh, I didn't even see those Those ninja stars right here.
Ball is saved. Keep your balance.
This is cool. You know, when you have something like a nostalgia grabber like this, it just makes it even more fun. The fact that those are moving. One year, I was a ninja for Halloween. You know, we dressed up for school. I was in elementary, and you know, this is at the point where you'd go to the store and you'd see, you know, the magazines of your favorite, Kirk Cameron, Michael J. Fox. You know, the anyone in the Lost Boys or Stand By Me.
Ball is saved. Keep your balance.
You know, that they were in their prime. Like that, those were, you know, the teen magazines. Music was big. I was a ninja, and you know, with all that going on, I remember changing my mind when I was at school. Instead of being a ninja, somebody had a, you know, you could spray paint your hair. It's like an orange color, and I had a flashlight. That was my microphone. So yeah, I was just, you know, being a kid, the late '80s like that. There was so much like just a pop culture that, you know, all that kind of just ties in with, you know, the era of this, you know, what we're looking at here. Look at, I'm just noticing that.
Ready to jump.
Okay, we have the bumper there, and I did see that after the first ball we lost, that did move a little bit. So it's good having that.
Start mode is lit.
No, come on.
Ball is saved.
Didn't bounce
Keep
enough.
your balance.
What did it go automatically? Keep your balance. You know, you think about Jackie Chan in a lot of those. You know, as far as with Jackie Chan with me, I didn't really notice him until, you know, a little bit before the you know, the first Rush Hour movie. But he was acting long before that. Might have been more, you know, adult type movies.
Multi-ball is lit.
During, like, you know, when the Karate Kid was out, there was some, I'm sure there was some violent ninja movies that Jackie Chan was in, but I mean, just think of all of those movies. And of course, Chuck Norris. Okay, so we're gonna keep the, you know, we don't have that. We don't have those action stars like we had in the 80s, and I've been saying this for a long time. Like,
keep pushing forward.
A lot of it's special effects. You know, we got a lot of that in the 90s, but we just don't. You don't have those muscle-bound guys. I mean, some cases you do, but it's a different era when it comes to movies. It's kind of hard for me nowadays to get super excited about stuff unless it's like a superhero movie that I'm just like dying to see. I guess I should have tried to hit it. This is going on for a little bit, so you know, it just kind of winging it here does give you a pretty good experience. Not noticing a lot of lag.
Ball one is locked.
Things are pretty fast paced, and I love everything that's going on here with those ninja stars.
Excellent work. Keep pushing forward.
It's good when they say excellent. You know, you're doing something right.
Fight is lost. Step into the dojo. Prove your strength.
We will. I love this. I mean, look at that. The sword is so long. Like, I was just kind of looking at the handle. This is great. Yeah, right out of the dojo up there.
Great progress.
I was looking at the time. I did have this running just a little bit when we were checking out the table. Not sure if that counted as, I'm sure it did. It said 7 minutes. I don't think it was 7 full minutes that I was playing. I think that once I hit, like, all I had to do was pull the plunger out, you know, the time was going. I'd never really noticed that before, but after I entered my initials, it was 7 minutes exact.
Start mode is lit.
Let's try to get up there. There we go.
Target strike. Hit spot targets 2 times.
Okay, let's try doing it again. There we go.
Ball is saved.
Ball is
Keep your
saved.
balance.
This is a fun table. Okay, so I have not moved that other... I think I got to get up there. I have not made it into that section up there. Right where this dragon is. So yeah, we gotta, I guess that's the goal. Like, try to get up in there. See that just moved up? I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not, but that bumper. Yeah, for $7. Oh, I thought I had it for a second. For $7, not.
Ball is saved.
Yeah, it's got some value to it. Maybe I have to hit. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know how to get up there.
Excellent work.
Thanks, Sensei. No.
Stay focused. You still have more battles ahead.
Alright, it's going to let us keep playing. We are at 8,228,360 right now. Oh, just bumped the camera. You really, I'm just going to leave it in there. You really get into this.
Ball is saved. Keep your balance.
There's a handle that allows me to tilt the camera, and it's sticking straight out. Maybe I'll have to kind of position that differently in the future. I did that the other.
Keep pushing
I was
forward.
playing something else, and I bumped into the camera. It might have been the pinball last week, or another game.
Excellent work.
Oh, well, you know what it was? It was May the 4th when we were playing on the Star Wars cap. Because it's not like there's no room, and you're like right up there where the flight yoke is, and I was really getting into the game, and yeah, went right into it. This one was a lot faster. This was 3 minutes, 35 seconds, so I know that I had a little bit beginner's luck was playing it. I know it was longer than that, not just because I had started it, but I think that when you press continue and you hit it again, the timer is like going now. So whatever, once this game does end, the clock is on. Like the heat is on per se. I want to thank AtGames for sending me this pinball pack. This is awesome. Oh, I thought I was up there. Very cool that, you know, I'm very lucky to be able to play these, to check these out. I really appreciate AtGames sending me these, and the last couple of pinball packs have been really fun. The Primal, is it the Primal Instinct? Was that the packs? Weren't really a fan of those. I always say Primal Rage. That's the fighting game. I think it was Primal Instinct. There was a couple. I think it was 3 different packs. Was not completely in love with those, like I am the last couple of weeks here. And these are really fun tables. You know, and you take away the fact of, you know, waiting on stuff like Battletoads or Killer Instinct Pinball. They're just perfecting it, you know. In the meantime, we have these. This is great. This is a fun table. I don't understand why Williams are cheaper. I'll never get that, but I feel that there's more settings. You know, you have more going on. You can turn it off to have kind of the look we're seeing now. But I would say this is worth $7. Let me know what you think. If you're interested in becoming a black belt, and not just any black belt, a black belt deluxe. I want to thank everybody for watching. Happy Have a Coke Day. If you didn't have a Coke on the 8th, have one on the 9th. see you guys next time. Just gonna keep doing this. Honestly, it's a fun table.
You've taken a hit. Regroup and launch again.
Let's see what we finish up with. We are at 7,468,210 right now. This might be my last ball. This is for everything. I have not made it up by that dragon yet.
Ball is saved. Keep
Don't
your
move, it
balance.
says.
Keep pushing forward. You've fallen in battle. Train harder and return stronger next time.
Here's a look at the top 10. At number 1, Chaotic BPR. Number 2, D. Batson. Number 3, Pete G. 1968. My buddy 6, half a dozen, is sitting at 4th. Soggy Bacon 5th. Neek ZZ, Neeks at 6. And Tim Arcade Talk at number 7. Check out Tim's review on this game. Also Chaotic BPR and half a dozen. All have videos on their gameplay, and these guys can play. In the top 10, pretty impressive. At number 8, OPP Dragged, Retro Tech 9, and Pinball Wizard 2023 Rob at 10.